Okay, so today we're going to talk about factoring and different types of factoring. As we said before, factoring is a very, very old product, and there are more than one type of factoring company or more than one type of factoring generally. The first type of factoring is what's known as the standard factoring solution that a lot of businesses here in the UK have utilised and will continue to utilise going forward. Factoring basically consists of, when you've raised an invoice, turning that invoice into cash through a factoring company who effectively you outsource your portfolio to, and they advance the money against the value of your invoices, normally up to sort of 80 or even 90% of the invoice value. They will advance you immediately when you raise the invoice. How that normally works is that a company, to qualify for factoring, has to have a fairly large turnover and have to have a number of invoices that the factoring company will advance you money against. The charges for this range quite considerably, but there will be normally a setup fee and there will be a definite monthly management fee, because what you're actually doing is you're outsourcing the management and the collection of your invoices to the factoring company. So basically, as a company, you're giving away your collection and the management of your invoices from your customers, which means that the factoring company will be chasing your debts for you with your customers. This is standard, typical factoring here in the UK as used by many companies. The alternative to standard factoring is something that we do at Interface Financial Group called spot factoring. Spot factoring is not a new product. It's relatively new to the UK, which is why we're trying to make people aware of what it is. Spot factoring allows us as Interface to purchase single or a collection of invoices from you as a business owner immediately when they're raised, or at any time after that invoice is raised up until when it's paid. There are no contracts, there are no commitments, and there is no minimums or maximums in terms of the value of invoices we will purchase from you. This compares dramatically to standard factoring, whereby you have to sign a contract. You are normally committed to a minimum of 12 to 18 months with that company, and once you're involved in a contract, it's very, very difficult to get out of that contract. Here at Interface, we allow complete flexibility with our clients so that you can choose which invoices to sell us, when to sell them to us, and we will not get involved in the collection of those invoices. The invoice is paid to us, but we will not interfere with the process unless there is a problem with payment, at which point we'll come back to you to ask you to sort it out with your customer. So spot factoring is a different type of invoice finance and not the standard factoring product which you may be aware of. So when you're thinking about invoice finance, raising cash for your business, please consider Interface Financial Group.